The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And Goff going to look to throw right away.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
To the air again, Goff. Toward the pylon, caught, and in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jameson Williams
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Fields.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Goff. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Goff now looks to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Throwing again is Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We go tonight. Value 3, value 6.
Goff now looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Chicago! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Again, Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
On first down, Fields looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
to throw is Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Fields now to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Trucks over him. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now it's Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
We're good. We're good.
On 1st down, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Goff.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Goff on first down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
To try again after the sack.
Fields.
Here's Griffin on the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Back to throw. Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On second down, Elliott once more.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing now, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff
goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.